everyone, this is Manu Matthew and welcome to my channel. We will be starting a new playlist which focuses on video tutorials for network certification exams. This tutorial would be apt for students who are preparing for Cisco CCNA, Juniper JNCIA and Network Plus certification exams. This should also be beneficial for engineers who work as a network engineer or as a junior network engineer. So let's get started. The topics which we would be covering in this tutorial. Let's start with network fundamentals, which have a discussion on different nodes of a network, which includes routers, switches, servers, and the protocols which are used like OSI, TCP/IP, and we will have a discussion on the cabling as well. Then we will move to the network access category, which includes discussion on the protocols which connects a network together. Most of the things would be new for you guys, but it's pretty easy once it is explained, so don't worry about these protocols. Then it is IP connectivity, the protocols which we use to connect different networks together. We will have discussion on the routing table, how a routing table looks like, what a route look like. So these discussions will be covered in the IP connectivity session, and we would have an IP services session which discuss on the protocols like DHCP, the way in which you would get IP addresses to your laptop or your PC when you are connected to a network, and there are many other services as well like NAT, NTP, ASNMB and SSH. Security fundamentals. This would explain how you remotely connect to your office network and access your resources. And we'll have a bit of discussion on the automation and programmability as well, which primarily focus on software-defined architecture and REST API. Throughout these courses, we would be using the GNS3 and Cisco Packet Tracer for simulating the network. So let's start the basics. What is a network? This is a Cisco's explanation of what exactly a network is, which refers to a connected computing devices such as your laptops, desktops, servers, your smartphones that communicate with one another. That can include ever-expanding IoT devices, the Internet of Things devices such as cameras, door locks, door openers as well. This can be better explained using Cisco Packet Tracer. Let's start explaining a home network. At a home, we have our laptops, mobile phones which need internet access. Normally, we request a broadband provider for a broadband connection, and they make necessary changes at their side and provide us with a device, which should ideally be a home router which connects our devices to the internet. A home router would look like this, and this is something most of us are familiar with. So what happens is the wireless devices like smartphones, the tablet PCs, it get connected to the wireless router using the wireless medium. For example, in my laptop I have this connection. I have a Zyxel router, and I just click on connect and it connected. I have the internet access. In the same way, the smartphones will get connected to this router, and the router will be connected to the service provider's network, and we have the internet access. And if you're using a wired medium device, we have to connect it using a wire. So this is your home network. You have your laptops, your smartphones, your tablet, PCs, everything is connected to a wireless router, and the wireless router is connected to the internet. Most of the time, the internet for a small office or home office network can be provided using the same router. But things change when the network grows bigger and if there are more users. That's when we need specialized networking devices to handle the traffic. Consider you work as a network engineer for a business firm where there is close to 50 to 100 employees. What are the network requirements? Employees need internet access. They would be browsing social media. They would be accessing business documents hosted in the cloud like Office 365, Google Apps, etc. And there would be users accessing Office network remotely. For example, when work from home option is available. To handle this traffic, we definitely need specialized networking devices like routers, switches, access points, and firewalls. So, in that case, a home router is replaced with a router, switch, and an access point. For example, consider we have this similar kind of network with a laptop, a PC, tablets, and smartphones. And in this case, we will have a router here, a switch, and an access point. So access point, what it does, it connects the wireless devices, and the access point is connected to the switch, and the switch is connected to the router, and the router is connected to the internet. So in that way, the wireless media now has access to the internet. Similarly, the devices which use wired medium needs to get connected through the wire. So the difference in this case is a home router is replaced with specialized networking devices like access point, switch, and a router when it comes to a small or medium scale business. I think it's more clear now. So in a home network, we have a wireless router which provides us internet access. When it comes to a small medium scale business, we have specialized networking devices to connect to the internet. Hope everyone is clear on topics which we discussed. Whatever I explained is a basic topology, and we will be explaining everything in detail in next videos. So please subscribe if you want to get notified when I upload the next video. Speak to you in next video. Bye bye.